Good evening. How you doing? My name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust, a name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions. And as you can see, you see the title of this video. I know. Listen, no K-pop today, but what we're going to react to, yeah, we're going to react to. Let me just get to my thing right here. Hang on. So we're going to react to Drake's lawsuit versus UMG. Again, we paid 34 onwards. Yeah, but let's see how far we can go with regards to this. I would rather finish off the whole thing today, if I'm honest, but we move. But yeah, then we're gonna get on to why I stopped supporting Chelsea Football Club. There's a protest going on I think on the 25th of February. So it's only right that I get this information out on why I stopped supporting Chelsea before the protest happens. Yeah, and what I think in regards to that as well. Because you see, with protests, anyway, like I said, we'll get into that afterwards. Then we'll talk about MOBO Awards, because the MOBO Awards are going on as well. Do you know what I mean? So, get me. Shout out to all the nominations, or all nominees, should I say. Hope this time Manga wins an award, because I want to hear his acceptance speech. Yeah? And I want to see him carry that MOBO Award wherever he goes. Yeah? Now, all jokes aside, I would like to see him win the MOBO Award. I can't even lie. For Best Grime MC. Let's go, man. Like, he's been putting in the work, bruv. Like, besides all that, or Big Zoo, is he nominated? I can't remember who's nominated. All I know is, yeah. Anyway, and I know Vaz Cartel is winning an award. Do you know what I mean? That's why he should be headline. How can you win an iconic award? We'll get into it. We'll get into it. For now, let's just react to Drake's lawsuit against UMG. Give me a second. Let me just slightly turn this thing down in the background, because I don't want no third-party content telling me, you know what I mean, I'm using this. You know what I mean? They detect sound. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot to check if this thing is actually working. By the way, give me a second. By the way, like I said, my name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust, a name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions. So without further ado, we're going to get into this lawsuit. We're going to react to as much as possible in regards to this. Yeah, seeing as there's not much to really go on today. But at the same time, when you think about it, hang on, let me just put this there. Hold on. So yeah, when you think about it, get me? Because Drake is doing a lot, bruv. You know what I mean? Like, I see one video of him doing some madness, and I'm like, hold up. Like, I get like theatrics type of thing. Like, I get it. He's an entertainer. Let's be people all the way about. He's an entertainer. Yeah. So obviously, you should be doing things that are considered entertaining. But do you consider it entertaining, or do you consider it corny, or you know what I mean, based on past events? Do you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't seem like he's being himself. Do you know what I mean? But it's what it is. You know what I mean? Has he done something similar? Yes, he has. You know what I mean? So maybe he thought maybe it could work this time. So I'll give him a blow on that one. But still, anyway, that it's just a case of why is he doing it? What triggered him to do that? And then you got this lawsuit. You see how it ties up into the situation? And previously was wearing a sweatshirt or hoodie or whatever that had, you know what I mean, like as many holes in it as this lawsuit so far. But let's get straight into it. All right, so UMG used social media to promote the defamatory material and market the recording's popularity to consumers. Likewise, they used defamatory material to market the recording and popularity to the consumers. Hold on, give me a second. In regards to the song Push-Ups, you see what I'm saying? Tailor Made. The only reason why Tailor Made been taken down is why? Because of Tupac's estate saying, nah, you cannot use the likeness of Tupac's voice. You know what I mean? Especially in this particular situation. You know what I mean? What do you mean you're dissing Kendrick Lamar that is like from the West Coast? You know what I mean? He's a big fan of Kendrick Lamar. Do you know what I mean? Like don't get me wrong, I kind of understood the concept as much as it was flat out wrong. I kind of understood it. You know what I mean? Like I understood it. If you see my reaction to my other channel, I understood where he was going with it, but it still was wrong. Now with Snoop, okay, you use an AI version of Snoop when you could literally just contact Snoop. Do you know what I mean? Like, now would he go ahead with it? No, Snoop, you never know, because he is that type of guy who's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Put it this way, he's only loyal to himself. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Um, let's carry on though. So, in the months since the initial publications and for months after it, understood it. Hold on. In the months since the initial publication and for months after it, it understood the harms Drake has suffered as a result of the defamatory material. 1, 2, 3. Oh! All right, hold on. Let's carry on. UMG repeatedly posted the defamatory material to its social media accounts, including Interscope, UMPG accounts at the same time of the filing. UMG has a social media following of approximately 2.21 million on YouTube. 900. I feel like I've read this before in the previous one, but we keep it moving. So YouTube 983,000 on Instagram, 712,000 on X, and 624,000 on Facebook. At the time of filing, Interscope has a social media following of approximately 937,000, and on YouTube 956,000, on Instagram and 560,000 on Facebook. On 9th of June 2024, Interscope reposted a tweet bragging that Kendrick Lamar is not like us. Yeah, I read this, but we can read it again anyway, because the fastest rap song to reach 30 million Spotify streams in only 35 days. The post featured the image side with photo of Kendrick Lamar. The post has approximately 604 200 views. See, and in the previous live stream, I did say it happens to Drake as well. They're always posting. Do you know what I mean? They're all like, even from the same thing. They're posting the stats. Do you know what I mean? They're posting the stats, and now I'm seeing more stats to do with Kendrick. Oh, funny enough, I never used to see the post when it comes to Kendrick when I think about it. It's like, and nor do I even care. You know what it is? The older I get, I don't know. You can leave answer the comment section below, but like, the older I get, the more I don't care about the charts. Do you know what I mean? I don't care about the charts. So, like, I mean, yeah, it's nice to hear that your favorite MC or favorite singer's got number 1 or top 5 or whatever the case may be. That's cool, but that does nothing for me other than to boost the ego of other fans and the artists themselves if they've got an ego, depending. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it really does. All right, yeah, cool. You can say if it's number 1, you can say, yeah, it's popular. But at the same time, you know how many? I don't know if you heard this phrase. Yeah, there's a phrase where a particular song, let's say it's, I don't know, it could have its anniversary, like 10-year anniversary, and someone could say, oh, or maybe in like 20 years or whatever, the song goes platinum, right? And then someone will come and be like, oh, that song already went platinum or 3 times platinum in my household or in my area or whatever the case may be. Like, you see what I'm gonna say? Once you like the song, you like the song. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's simple. You know what I mean? And I think I'm gonna say this for Kendrick fans as well as Drake fans. I know real Kendrick fans don't care about the charts. Let's be real. They don't care about the charts because they know the type of artist that Kendrick is about. Is it nice to see that he's going number 1 and all this stuff here? Yes. Other than that, what matters is the substance. Now, as far as Drake's fans are concerned, is it nice to see that your favorite artist is going number 1 on a regular basis? Yes. You know what I mean? Is it not? Is it nice to see that your favorite artist is dwindling in terms of substance? I mean, has he ever had any substance within his music? No. You know what I mean? Like, they're 2 different artists when you think about it. So let's just get that straight. Do you know what I mean? However, I do want to say this. If a stat happens, for whatever the case may be, like if fans are really gravitating towards that artist and that or that particular song, it is what it is. Yeah, it's a. It doesn't matter whether it's Kendrick, Drake, whoever. If they gravitate towards that song and the numbers add up, they add up. You can't fake what's popular, no matter how much you try. Yeah, you know what I mean. You can't fake popularity. The Not Like Us tune became popular, like literally naturally. Even academics is a fan of Not Like Us. It was his number one song on Spotify in the Rap Top playlist. You can't make that up, or can you? Okay, then let's look at his reaction. We're not going to look at his reaction on this channel, but like his reaction says it all. You can't fake reactions. As much as some people do, you can't fake reactions, especially when it's live in the moment. You literally cannot fake it. I'm telling you, you cannot fake it. And even if you are trying to fake it, like someone would tell that you're faking it. That's just fact. Let's keep it moving. On June the 20th, 2024, UMG posted a carousel photos and videos to its official Instagram account of Lamar performing recording at the pop-up. Sometimes you got a pop-up, a show, Nick. Hey, listen, certified. Anyway. Concert during which the recording played 5 times back to back. By the way, my reaction video to the live performance of the pop-up show on Juneteenth, by the way, is literally on my other channel. Do you know what I mean? So make sure you go watch that if you haven't subscribed anyway. But also subscribe to this channel as well, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, and the reason why is because two different channels do two different things now. All right. Where am I? So yeah, he posted. He reacted. He played about 5 times. 5 times. And he won 5 Grammy Awards. Who knew? Who would have thought? Like, look, wait. Who would have thought as you hear sirens? The embassy about to get raided. It's only a matter of time. Hey, Meet the Grahams. Imagine had he performed Meet the Grahams at the Super Bowl. Listen. All right, anyway, let's focus. At the pop-up show, let's focus. Well, he did play it. I'm pretty sure he did. I can't remember now. I must have watching my own reaction. Did he do that? I can't remember. Anyway, UMG captioned the post, "History is made." Fire emojis. Because it was history was made. Do you know what I mean? The history was made because there's two, like, gangs. Get me? Let's not put. Let me cover the word music here because YouTube and that. There's Crips, there's Blood, and there's another set. And I think there was another set as well. They all joined forces on stage, yeah, in Juneteenth, and it's very interesting because I'm gonna see if I can post that video or react to it another time. But there's a video of Nipsey Hussle talking about how Kendrick and himself were literally talking about trying to unify. You know what I mean? And it's interesting because the day after the passing of Nipsey Hussle, may he rest in peace. It's like I remember they actually genuinely did unify. You know what I mean? For a while, they genuinely did unify, and it's so eerie because it's like when seeing that video, and then you fast forward now, like yeah, because I can't say I know, but I do feel like you know what I mean, like. Nipsey Hussle would have definitely joined Kendrick Lamar on stage. You know what I mean? And you know what's interesting? Anyway, let's keep moving because I start going down into memory lane and stuff like that. Anyway, so they tagged the CC Kendrick Lamar and tagged Instascope. I mean, yeah, why not? The same day, UMPG posted videos from the pop-up performance on its official Instagram, which has 100,000 followers, Facebook page, and TikTok. The Facebook post includes the main "Not Like Us" refrain and from the recording, while the Instagram Well, the Instagram and TikTok published a minor portion of the recording. Minor portion, yeah, small portion of the recording. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You're affiliated with the artist, and the artist is performing, and there's a particular part that is very popular. So you're going to post that part, especially to gain more traction on your page. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, is it me or there's nothing wrong with that? Leave your answer in the comment section below. Regardless of whether it's a diss song or not, which we know it is a diss song, but like, I mean, if a pop, because think about it, let's be real here, yeah. Like I said, I'm not a Drake fan, but I am fully aware that Drake is one of those type of artists. Whether he does write it, whether he writes it himself or whether someone has a team of writers or whether he steals it from other artists, like he has a few like one-liners that some people use as captions. Some people use it as captions on the in the actual post, or they will say it out loud. Like, you know what I mean? Or they would post it from exactly a video of Drake saying it. And you know what I mean? Like, so what's the difference? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's it like? Even uh, uh, I don't know. I just don't see the difference, and I could be completely wrong here. But anyway, let's keep moving. So, on Instagram, UMPG captioned the video. They not like us. Kendrick at Kendrick will pop up with his debut performance of Not Like Us in the Ken and Friends pop up Juneteenth concert in LA. Similarly, on TikTok, UMPG boasted that the crowd goes wild for Kendrick Lamar's debut performance of Not Like Us at his Juneteenth pop-up concert at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, California. I mean, was it not facts? They genuinely did. Like, that. You know what's interesting? Give me a second, people. I don't know. All right, let's get back into this thing real quick. So where was we? We was all right. By the way, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. My name is Versatile, aka Alkebulan Trust Reacts. You could trust when it comes to all things reactions. All right, so let's just quickly get into this real quick. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. All right, so where was we? All right, boom, we were here. So Greg Marella, President of Promotions and Executive Vice President of Capital, another UMG label, promoted the pop-up concert on his personal Instagram page with the same photo posted by UMG. There's nothing wrong with that. Literally. Like, think about it, right? Like, I'm just thinking, imagine one of your team members, like, put it this way, imagine you're working for an organization, and it's a very big organization where they have sub, like, organizations, if that makes any sense. And you work for a particular organization, one of your other colleagues works for another organization, and there's another one that works for another department. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean, departments. So imagine there's different departments, right? Because that's how it works, right? Now, watch this. Imagine if department A, you know what I mean, had an issue with one of the persons in department B, but the other person may have not known. The one in department C probably didn't even know, nor do they even care. Do you see what I'm saying? So long as you're just doing a job and you're doing it correctly, they don't really care. However, imagine your colleague in department B has like a gathering that most people went attended, they enjoy themselves, and they must have said something or done something where, obviously you may say that they said something that was insinuating you about department, what you're doing in department A, but it's not necessarily about you, but that's what you're assuming. However, I'm only saying that because obviously if you're looking at the defamatory claim, I'm just looking at it from that angle, right? Now here's the thing. Imagine everyone's all having a good time, having fun. Pictures are taken. It's posted on the company's Instagram page, for example, and then the one in department C sees that picture and posts it on their picture. I mean, on their Instagram. What's wrong with that? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Now, my only issue in regards to if that was a problem, it's only if you have done something and you've done something. And do you know what I mean? And I don't know. It's weird because it's like there's nothing in this. I'm trying to give an example, and as I'm going through the example, I'm realizing how mad it sounds. But anyway, let's go. All right, we move. All right, so on July 5th, 2024, Instagram promoted the video and on its Instagram account. The carousel included images of the short clip for the video, the caption, "Not Like Us Out Now," which, ironically, the video was released on July 4th. That's American Independence Day, by the way. You know what I mean? So they're a day late. So they could have easily posted it on July 4th, but they posted it the next day. So, or they promoted it the next day, according to this, on their Instagram account. So, what then? You know what I'm saying? If they posted it like straight away, you know what I mean? Fair enough. But anyway, the carousel included the image of the short clip of the video with the caption "Not Like Us Out Now." Nothing wrong with that because they're just promoting the song. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's more examples of UMG or Interscope in this case doing the same thing for their other artists. Do you know what I mean? It's just standard. That's standard. It's not like it's a thing where what do you expect? Like, generally, what do you expect? Now, did Republic Records do the same thing for Drake? Someone in the comment section, please let me know. Leave the answer in the comment section below because I would like to know. All right, so on July the 8th, 2024, UMPG posted a GIF from the video on its X account, encouraging people to watch the video. Tell us what's your favorite moment from Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us music video. There's nothing wrong with that because that's a genuine good question. It's a music video. What is your favorite part? What's your favorite moment? Tell them. Like, what's their favorite? What's wrong with that? I don't like bringing this up. Doesn't make no sense to me. Unless he's saying in this video they're saying this. This is what UMG have literally said. Then it could be that. Oh wow, this is ties in exactly what. Now it makes sense. But then there's nothing in this. All they're doing, from what I'm reading, is they're doing their job. That's all it's telling me. It's just telling me UMG and those affiliated with UMG are doing their job. Like, they're doing their job. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go. All right, so on July 15, 2024, I'm going to try to get to, I'm going to read 10 pages at a time. So today we just get through 10 pages. Another day, 10 pages. Another day, 10 pages until we get through it. Because right now, this is a lot. All right? I thought I could get through it the whole today, but it literally doesn't make no sense. Otherwise, I'll be here for 4, 5, 10 hours. Not happening. All right? All right, so on July 15, 2024, Interscope posted a 2x post. Interscope, on July 15, 2024, Interscope reposted 2x posts, including one from Complex regarding a fan's creation of a Not Like Us video game. People are very creative. I'll give you that. The post, because have you seen that hey, listen, I might have to react to content. People reacting to not like us, but to the whole Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance. Like, I'm pretty sure someone created a Lego version of it. A Lego version. Like, hey yo, a Lego version. And then someone's done like an animated one and a video game type of one. Like, people are too creative. Like, what do you mean? Like, hey, nah. Cold. Anyway, the post depicts images from the video game, which emulate the scene from the video with an owl-shaped pinata is with a bat and ultimately destroyed. What? Anyway, the post together has 3.5 million views. Wow. On July 16, 2024, Interscope reported on X that the recording had become a best-selling rap song of 2024 in the US. Therefore, it is the best diss song so far. But based on this lawsuit, it's the best diss song ever. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into top 5 diss songs or whatever. Or maybe we'll just go through a series of diss songs and see what. But it's kind of hard because it's hard to keep up. Joey Badass had a diss song. And then I think Daylit replied. And I haven't reacted to that. I just thought, yo, relax, man. Like, relax. At least in spring, all right? But during winter, allow us. Let us hibernate for a minute. Get me? Spring, we'll spring out and then you hear me? Anyway, I'm joking. Anytime is a good time, but as long as, anyway, let me focus. All right. So, where was I? So on July 24, 2024, UMG posted on its X account about recording charting as the most streamed song of the week. Nothing wrong with that. Again, all these things they're stating in this lawsuit so far, like in terms of what UMG are doing, I just see there is no problem with it. You know what I mean? That it's just straight business. Like, what do you want them to do? If the shoe was on the other foot, I'm pretty sure he would want them to do the same for him, no? And I'm pretty sure they have been doing the same for him. You know what I mean? Like Drake has been. Let's be real here for a real quick minute. Yeah, Drake has been forced upon us to the point. I would like this guy. I never knew of the term industry plant before, but now I know about it. I'm like, this guy's probably an industry plant. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, nah, let me not think of that. Let me just focus on the fact that maybe he really is that good, and then I thought, nah, let me just try and study and figure out why is he this good? Why do people support him? I was trying to figure it out, and the further I was going back, and I was like, wait, there's something strange in the neighborhood, and who we're gonna call? Ghostbusters. You know why? Because we're gonna have to try and resurrect and bring him out of the what do you call that thing again? Oh, I forgot what they call it. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. What's it called? I'm gonna hold up. What's that? Ghost. I think it's a trap. What's it called? It's called a trap. The trap. It's called a trap. Nah, for real though. We got to bring him out the trap and like literally. Nah, like listen, all jokes aside though, man. Like for real, like it's a business, man. It's business. Like I'm pretty sure he's experienced the same, man. You know what I mean? Even after this, he's experienced the same. Maybe not to the same level as of yet. Maybe not to the same level, but like I do feel like people are getting tired of Drake. I'll be honest, and I think the Sonics have changed. Like people want something more, and don't get it twisted. Some people still want that. Like it's like Kendrick said. You make music that pacify them. I make music that electrify them. You know what I mean? Or let's no, it's more of I make music that electrify them. You make music that pacify them. I can double down that line, but I'll spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. That bar flew over a lot of people's head. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. What do you mean? What do you mean? I make like Kendrick saying, I make music that electrify him. You make music that pacify him. Pacify, as in a dummy that is for kids or toddlers or technically babies, let's be real. And then when you said like, and then you're saying I can double down on that line, but I will spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Wait, what do you mean you can double down on that line? Letting you know there's a double entendre, but wait, there's more. There's more. I'm just deep in it. He was warning Drake, but Drake wasn't listening. Like Drake wasn't listening. I might have to go back and read the lyrics properly and understand like, hold on, what did this really mean? Anyway, let's keep it moving. Because he did mention it in Meet with Graham as well, slightly, but then not like us. He just said straight up. Do you know what I mean? Without really saying it. Um, Directly, if that makes sense. So on August 29th, 2024, UMG posted X with the link to Spotify Submit 2024 playlist with the caption posted a record on Song of the Summer. Aubrey, you have been on every single playlist possible on Spotify. So much to the fact that even recently, I'm glad I'm reacting to this after the fact, yeah, because even recently, as him releasing an album with Party Next Door, playing with his nose. Anyway, with Party Next Door, I can never say his name properly without thinking of that he's literally playing with his nose. You know what I mean? Anyway, so the problem is the album was supposed to be an R&B album. So tell me, can someone ask me or tell me why? Yeah, that I've seen literal posts and I haven't seen this verbatim because I'm not on Spotify like that. But it's literally on a rap playlist. I've seen one rap playlist and it was headlined like Party Next Door and on Drake. What do you mean? And yeah, you can say there's probably one or two rap songs on there. That's besides the point. The album is not a rap album. If it was, cool. You know what I mean? That's what we're talking. So is this why Drake pulled out the pulled out that petition or to file a lawsuit in December with Spotify? UMG were included too, but I'm just guessing UMG decided, you know what? Nah, you ain't gonna try play us. You know what I mean? You're not gonna try play us. And then on top of that, I feel like Spotify just accepted because it's like, we know this guy is in his feelings anyway. That's what it seemed like to me. You know what I mean? That's what it seemed like. They know that Drake was in his feelings, so there's like no harm lost really, because we'll make you the playlist of the summer. We'll make you a playlist. We'll make you be on a playlist regardless, and which is what they've effectively done. And allegedly, the album's still flopping now. I'm not saying it's flopping because is what it is. If you're a fan of someone, you're a fan of someone, isn't it? And look, he's been around for what, 15 years or 10 plus years now, right? He's got a core fan base. Whether you want to admit or not, he's got a core fan base, and he should cater to that core fan base. You know what I mean? Get me? He ain't got to try and build a new audience if he doesn't want to. But, you know, as human beings, naturally you want, I say naturally, but, you know, what better for yourself? So I get it. But, you know, it is what it is. On its YouTube channel, Intercope creates playlists of recommended music videos for fans. As of the date, the file in the video featured the record label's most featured on the label's music video playlist. Okay. Eminem's included in the lawsuit. Eminem's name included in the lawsuit. Drake, you don't want this smoke. Because if Eminem finds out his name is in this lawsuit, he's going to spaz. He's going to spaz. Like, I don't think listen, you see, Eminem, I ain't talking about the chocolate Eminem, the nuts chocolate Eminem, pause. No Diddy. Like, but I know Eminem will go nuts. Hey, what do you mean? Hey, keep playing. Aubrey, keep playing. Keep playing. Now you're mentioning Eminem. But I get it, obviously, what he's trying to do. Listen, I get what the attorney is trying to do. He's trying to create show evidence. See, evidence A, evidence B, evidence C, evidence. I get it. That's evidence that they're creating playlists. But at the end of the day, yes, that Kendrick Lamar song is there as well, but so is others. And you know what's funny? It's not like it's number one at the top. It's the one at the top is this Casey Musgrave tune, Cardinal. Then after that is Gracie Abrams, and after that is Eminem, then Kendrick Lamar, then Imagine Dragons. And the irony is, I want to say, wake up. Wake up. Like, what is we doing? Now, like, what is we doing right now? You know what I mean? What is we doing, bruv? Like, what is we genuinely doing? All you're doing is showing how sensitive you are and how, at the end of the day, you're just showing that these people know exactly how to do their jobs. That's what it looked like to me. Now, no wonder UMG is a successful music label. They do their jobs correctly. Everything, if you're a music artist and you're watching this and you're seeing this and you want to sign to a label, from what it looks like, UMG, irrespective of whatever subsidiary, irrespective of whatever subsidiary, they do their job correctly. It is what it is. That's why they're successful. And they're consistent with it. Anyway, so on November 8, 2024, following an extensive publicly campaign launched and managed by UMG, the Recording Academy nominated the recording for several Grammy Awards, which top award records of the year, which Kendrick won, Song of the Year, Kendrick won, Best Rap Performance, Kendrick won, Best Rap Song, Kendrick won, and nominated for the video of for the best music video, which Kendrick won. Somebody get the broom out. Aye, listen, he swept at the Grammys. Aye, shout out to Mustard, man. Mustard. Nah, for real though, nah. No, it's funny seeing that and it's realizing that I'm reading this after the fact, not even before, like after the fact. That's what makes it even more interesting. I can't even lie still. I can't even lie. Following the release of the nomination, Interscope posted a congratulatory message on its Instagram. UMG also posted an Instagram X bragging the nominations of the Song of the Year. I mean, of course they would. If you got an artist that has been nominated for a Grammy Award, which is a prestigious award within the music industry, are you not going to congratulate the artist you're working with? If it was Drake, it will be the same thing. Let's not get this twisted. Do you understand? And it's the irony is Drake has only won 5 Grammy Awards in how many years? And then he wanted to diss the Grammys, and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, man. But then it's like, and obviously I'm not saying the Grammys Awards is the be all and end all, but it's good to see as far as hip hop is concerned as well, because look, if you think about it, from the story of how it's gone, like so far in regards to hip hop and the Grammys, there's so many things that have gone on. There's been boycotts, there's been this, there's been that. But for the best rap performance, the best song of the year, the video of the year, like all of these, all 5, yeah, that he was nominated for to win a Grammy Award for a rap song. But not only that, you have to also think it's a diss song. It is a diss song, irrespective of who it's about or who it's allegedly about. You know what I mean? It's very potent. You know what I mean? It's very, very, very potent. Yeah. I said I want to do 10 pages, but I just realized let me get to 41. Do you know what I mean? Do it from there, because obviously then it means I've just got literally. You know what I mean? Anyway, 4 more to do. That makes sense. Four of 10. So it makes things a lot more easier. UMG used its ownership interest to promote the defamatory material. I mean, if you own a piece of the song, your job is to promote the record now. If there's defamatory material in it, that's not down to the record label. That's down to the artist. If you disagree with it, take it up with the artist. Speak to the artist and let them know, wait a minute. This is wrong. This ain't about me. You know what I mean? You know how many things that have been said about someone and but they've never taken it up to the courts as far as I'm aware. There's one particular name that comes to mind. Do you know what I mean? In fact, I'll give you a prime example. Yeah. Although Michael Jackson was never really a rapper or an MC, he was a singer, though. Right? Watch this. Eminem would diss him on a regular basis. I don't know why, but he did. Now, do you know what? Do you know what Michael Jackson did? Let me tell you what he did. He said, yeah, you want to diss me? All right, come. I own your publishing now. Like, he literally owned Eminem's publishing. That's gangster. I don't listen. Hey, listen, Blue Gangster, what you gonna do? You're not a friend of mine. I listen, Blue Gangster. Michael Jackson. He's cold. He's cold. He's cold. I mean, he's from the Midwest anyway, but he's cold. That's cold. He didn't sue, didn't do none of that. He said, yeah, I don't like the way he talked about me. He said it in an interview, and then boom. Next thing you know, I found out this years later, and obviously now more people are finding out about it. But I just found, because obviously I know he already owns Sony Sony Publishing, AT Publishing, but I think it would literally, because I'm gonna find out the details and when he started to own it. But like, just to think about it, someone disses you, and you're like, I can respond back, but it's like think about it. He could have done a Michael Jackson could have done a Mariah Carey and this Eminem back in a song. Get me? Why you so obsessed with me? I think that's the best this song towards Eminem. I can't even lie. If anyone's dissing Eminem, like I reckon that's probably the best diss song towards Eminem ever. Not even Melly Mel has got a good diss song towards a diss response to Eminem, and that's saying something. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's not digress. But the point I'm trying to make is, it's the response. Do you know what I mean? It's the response. Like it's how you respond. Like how is Mariah Carey more gangster than you, man? Like how is she more mob ties than you? Nah, wait. How is Mariah Carey more mob ties or anyway? Let's keep moving. But then again, anyway, like why are you so obsessed with me? I should even dressed as Eminem and all sorts. Oh, I had him looking like he was a stalker. I listen. Mariah Carey is funny. She's funny for that. She is funny. Anyway, all right. So on information belief, UMG's used its stake in Complex. They got a stake in Complex. I didn't know that. Cool. A global youth entertainment network to further promote the defamatory material. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, Complex. I didn't know it was partly owned by a UMG, but there has been some things that I'm like, yeah, that's wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? But because of who owns it and because of you know what I mean, I'm like, all right, cool. We'll just let that slide because it's them who own it. It's not the culture that owns it. You know what I mean? If it's from the culture, then it's a different story. But it's not those that are from the culture or for the culture that is, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, to give or take. Yeah. And that's not trying to sound disrespectful. You just have to understand where you're going from with this. Anyway, between May 5th, 2024 and the date of the filing, Complex has published at least 50 articles about Not Like Us. 50? Wow, that's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. But then again, look how many videos I've done in regards to this whole situation. And I get it. And posted about the recordings hundreds of times across the website and social media accounts. Nothing wrong with that. Get me? You it may be a complex situation for him, but still, I don't, it is what it is. On May 4th, 2024, Complex tweeted a photo of the image and described it for what it was. The cover for Not Like Us, Drake Toronto Mansion with S offender at markers. I mean, look, if you think about it, it's complex news or complex music. Complex, okay, I thought it news. Complex music. If people want to find out more information, they're going to ask directly. Now, here's the thing. Now let's put complex into this. What does that mean? What does this mean for journalists or magazines or bloggers or whatever? What does this mean for them? You know what I mean? What does it mean? That what they can't post information on the cover art because people are going to ask about the cover art. It's what it is. It's like, for example, if let's use Kendrick for another. In fact, no, let's use Drake an example. I'm pretty sure for one of his, in fact, yeah, his latest album, people will ask about the artwork. Some people will, all right, they will want to know the inspiration about the artwork. Later, they know, and what some may not post, but some will post, where the inspiration really came from. It came from a video I did that was posted 3 years ago, or released 3 years ago from the date of this live stream, and by I forgot his name now. Anyway, I'm gonna get his name right. I can't even lie. I'm not gonna mispronounce his name right now. I'll find it. I'll find his name. funny because it actually released. Hold on. Because obviously Freddie Gibbs mentioned it. Yeah, that's one person. There was another one. John River, that's it. John River. So what do you want to you know what I mean? If Complex Music post or the artwork is inspired by this, but then John River has said something and he believes, you know what I mean, and he's got evidence, or you know what I mean. Like, what do you want to do? Like, I don't understand. Like, I get it. It may seem as though, like, but then I'm like, who in the? I get it, fanatics in it. But as far as I'm aware, if you listen to Kendrick Lamar, there ain't no way you can get fanatics like that. I just don't think you can. I could be wrong. I'll be real with you. I could be wrong, but I just don't think it's entirely possible because the substance in the lyrics that Kendrick Lamar produces, like it doesn't seem right. But obviously, you got to remember, at the end of the day, everyone is their own individual. But again, this situation that happened on that night, it was in Canada, it was in Toronto. You know what I mean? Like, you have to think about it. And that night when that day when it happened, or the day after or whatever, they said it had nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar. Nothing. His name wasn't even brought up. If there's any name that was brought up, it was The Weeknd. If there's any name that was brought up in regards to any other artist, it was The Weeknd. But what did Kendrick say? How many ops do you really got? There's too many options. Just say, you know what I mean? And that lyric. Why is that not lyric brought? Why is that not part of the lyric that's been brought up in the lawsuit so far? How many ops do you really got? There's too many options. And it's not even like that's a lie. That's a genuine fact because he's the one who was saying it's 20v1. You see what I'm saying? Like, anyway. All right, on July 5th, Complex published an article titled Decoding Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us video and titled the reference and Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us video. The article describes the details, recording defamatory allegations against Drake. All right. All right. So, anyway, we're going to leave off from here. Get me? But let me know what your thoughts are because I'm just thinking how much that this lawsuit, I'm telling you, it's one of those lawsuits where eventually it's just going to get thrown out. Like, because there's no basis. The summary of it all in regards to reading from page 35 to 41, it's like, from what I'm gathering, all they did, yeah, all they literally did was put together information in regards to the job that UMG do to promote their artist. That's all they did. That's all they did. They did nothing else other than that. You know what I'm saying? That's all they did. Because, hey, listen, just like, because the song is successful because it's successful. And I remember, you know what's funny? The irony of it is, there is a video that I'll probably will post if I can find it. But like, I remember, there's a video. I still need to watch the actual full interview, but with LA Reid on the R&B Money podcast. R&B Money. Oh yeah, if you know, you know. All right, listen. Anyway, so long story short, LA Reid was he said something about the situation between um, like he needed his record label to get off the ground or something like that. This ain't verbatim, by the way. I'm just trying to give you the story from what I know of so far. And then basically, long story short, it was at like a conference, and then Clive Davis, that basically, as much as we know about Clive Davis, but we know really, but we do. But anyway, he said, sit down. Let me tell you something. And then Whitney Houston was going to perform, and he said, "You see that? Because you know what? Because before I say that, L.A. Reid was asking Clive Davis to help him push the button or whatever, and then Yeah, he's like, sit down. He's like, you see that? Which is Whitney Houston. That's the button right there. And what that meant is it's a case of there is no button to genuinely press. And this is going for like, and the reason why I'm bringing that up is because, like, you have to understand in life, there's a thing called, like, I don't explain it. It's just there's a thing called nature. There's things called natural. Like you can't fake. It's like Kendrick even said it. Did try to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. That's just facts. You can't fake influence. Do you know what I mean? As much as I could say, oh, I think Drake was an industry plant. As much as I could say that, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm not. But at the same time, he's still talented enough to be able to, like, literally record these songs and perform them. Do you know what I mean? I'll give him that credit. Do you know what I mean? I would literally give him that credit. He lost his battle. That's one thing, and that's a fact. But it's a case of you have to peep that at the end of the day, even Drake needs to peep at the end of the day. There is no button to push. If your time is, I'm not gonna say his time is up, because I'm not God, but I want to say if there comes a time in every career where their time in terms of being popular for the mainstream as a whole, even like genres, for example. It's the same thing with grime. It's like some people are like, oh, grime is, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't even want to say that word because it's YouTube and that. But it's like, nah, grime is always popping though. If you're a grime fan, you already know it's already popping. You already know what's happening. You already know the sets are still happening. You already know that there's certain MCs doing their thing. You already know there's certain grime battles that are going on. You already know. You know what I mean? Just because they're not popping mainstream, it's like the same thing with dancehall. Dancehall has a thing where in America, like in Jamaica or whatever, it's like it's cool over there, but then it gets to a point where there's gonna be one or two, three songs that are breakout like every 3-4 years, and that's what makes it seem like it's more popular and mainstream. But it's like there's no button to push. Like what happened, whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? When it's your time, it's your time. You know what I mean? Drake had a good run. You know what I mean? He had a good run. And even before the whole beef, yeah, even before the whole beef, I'm going to keep it all the way 100. I have seen people who say they are Drake fans and say that his albums are becoming the same. They're all mid now. That is the word they're using. It's mid. What do you mean it's mid? Do you see what I'm saying? I understand that term. I'm not going to listen to the album and be like, okay, they were right, it's mid. I'm not going to do that because I'm not a Drake fan, never have been. I do like a couple songs here and there. It is what it is. But the reality is, at the end of the day, there is no button to push. So that's what it seems like here. Drake is feeling like there's a button to push. He's looking like it. But let's keep it moving. Yeah, let's keep it moving. Now we are going to. All right, boom. We're gonna react to why I stopped supporting Chelsea. Let me bring up my Hold up. Give me a few seconds. I've got notes. All right. So we're gonna pop onto YouTube real quick. I'm gonna show you something, if it will allow me to play it. Hold on. Where is? Get me? They tried to rid the game, but you can't fake influence. All right. Oh look, fantastic hip hop just posted something like an hour, probably more than an hour ago now. Like why Drake is now blaming Kendrick and Spotify for his view. Listen, Kendrick is Kendrick has got this guy down bad, but it's not even that. Like you can't even, like I said, when your time is done in the terms of the scene, the time is done. Relax, man. You had a good run and you got a core fan base. Just cater to them. Do you see how simple it is? It's the same thing. Like, look what 50 Cent is doing. Yeah, he caters towards these fans. He even says his fans, where they were 20 years ago, they were, in college they were, in uni they were, in college, whatever, this, that, and third. And now we say now instead of them going out at night time, they got family to feed, they got this and that. They're gonna be at home chilling, this, that, and the third. Yeah, so it's like, or sometimes they would have like a couple of nightlife now and again. So what does he do? He creates a brand around that. Like he got a cognac brand around that. And then he creates TV series. Like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? What do you mean? Anyway, I thought I was sharing this type, but no, I am. Anyway, let's react to the whole why I stopped supporting Chelsea. Which see if I can be as quick as possible, really. So, by the way, my name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan Trust, the name you can trust when it comes to all things reactions. Like I said, I'm going to be reacting to why I stopped supporting Chelsea, and I'm going to show you this real quick. Where is this now? Let me see. Americans love a 1970s. Get me? I want to show you something real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna start off here, yeah? Because you need to there you go. I hope I can play this. I hope I can play this. All right. So it's from the movie Pattern. All right. I hope I can play this. I hope I can play this. Check if this is part of Columbia Pictures. I didn't check. I didn't check. Excuse me. Let me see. Anyway, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Hit share the video, share. Let me see something. I want to make sure. Century Fox, which is distributed by Fox Films, 20th Century predecessors. Let me see. All right, cool. You know what? We can more or less, I guess, I won't say we can get away with it. I won't say that word. But I will say, as long as it's not like Columbia Pictures, you know what I mean? Listen, I've got to be real careful, Brad. And what does this remind you of, by the way? Anyway, I'm going to stay on to Kendrick and Drake's subject for now, right? For now, let's just focus on why I stopped supporting Chelsea, yeah? I need you to bear in mind, the reason why I'm starting this with this particular clip, the current Chelsea owners, yeah, the ones that we know of in the forefront is Fahad Egbahali and then also Todd Boehly. They're American, all right? That's what we know. So we're going to focus on the fact of, okay, if you're American, Americans love a winner. Let's go. I ain't gonna lie, all those medals, bruv. Wow. I never quite understood this whole medals thing when it comes to these type of situations. I won't even lie to you still. I never understood it, but I guess it is, if you've gone through those type of situations, you want to be honored, you want to be respected and revered. I understand it. You know what I mean? But it's like, you still, you know what I mean? Anyway, I won't go into the politics of it all, but you know what I mean? Get me? I leave all that politics stuff and stuff with God. You know me? Like, I'm just looking at it, I'm thinking there's some things in my head that I just can't get my head wrapped around. Do you know what I mean? The irony of, I look at the TV and I see something that kind of correlates. But anyway, let's go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't come here for this part. I didn't.
You seated? I want you to remember that no bastard ever won a war by dying for his country.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. In the words of Krypton Conan. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Anyway.
You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die for his country.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Men, all this stuff you've heard about America not wanting to fight, wanting to stay out of the war, is a lot of horse dung. Americans traditionally love to fight.
All right. All right. This is where I think this is the part. This is the part. This is the part. This is the part. I find it so ironic anyway, but this is the part. I think this is the part I wanted to hear now. I need you to hear this and why I'm starting with this particular clip. Yeah? I need you to understand. Listen, Chelsea fans, please bear with me, all right? Because I understand what our club is going through. Yeah, we are going through turmoil. Well, I say club. As fans, we're going through turmoil with this club. It's mad, yeah, because the women are doing successfully well. Like, they've won how many games and drawn only like one game in as many. Like, they are on a phenomenal run. Like, what do you mean Lauren Elizabeth James came through in the clutch, bruh? Like, her brother, like, he came through in the clutch. This is what I'm going to say. I feel like if Reece James was playing, there's no way that if he was starting, there's no way. I know obviously there's one game where we did lose, where he was playing, but when he started, but that's another story. But like, other than that, I do feel like if he's playing, you know what I mean, he's gonna show his leadership qualities on the field. There's no anyway. I won't even get into that. But anyway, let's keep moving.
All real Americans love the sting of battle. When you were kids, you all admired the champion marble shooter, the fastest runner, big league ball players, the toughest boxers. Americans love a winner.
There you go.
And
there you go. There we go. Americans love a winner. Americans love a winner. So what is these owners doing? If you love a winner and you're American and you own a particular football team that is known for winning, and yet you're doing things that making them actually lose. You know what I mean? Like, if you want them to win, you want to provide the best. You want the best of the best resources, best training facilities. That's one thing on one side. Obviously, you want the best training pitch, like I just said that, the best football pitch for the players to play on and for the fans to come in to watch the game. Then on top of that, you want the best players, yeah, that will help you win. Then you also want the best coaches to help the team continue to win on a regular basis, yeah. And the most important thing is the best players. If there's a transfer market, you go in for the best. You don't just go on a data. You go and you see visually, yeah, who's doing well. You visually see who's doing well. Especially if you realize that person supports the team that you want them to join. You go all out for them, right? Do you see what I'm saying? And you pay them what they're worth if you can afford it. You know what I'm saying? I understand about sustainability in terms of club and all that stuff there, because you know, look what's happened with Barcelona and that. Like, I understand it, because Messi got that club messed up, bruv. But do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, look where they are now. They're getting back to being their best. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, if you love a winner, you do whatever is entirely possible to make sure you win. And like, there's different aspects of Chelsea Football Club. You got Strasbourg; they're doing well as well. You invested in that. You invested well. Got the right manager, from what it seemed like, the right players for it, but from what it seems like, and for the women's team, you've done the right job by getting the right manager, replacing Emma Hayes with the right manager. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's as if she's never left. So I don't understand it. Like, I just don't understand what's going on with the first team, the men's squad? I just don't understand it. You try to get rid of the youth, but you're buying youth. Like it just doesn't make sense. But then you're trying to sell the youth in terms of the ones that are already part of the academy, and the Cobham Academy is basically, well, it was like the best academy in the country for a number of years. You get rid of Neil Bath, who is a legend, bruv, in helping develop the youth. Like Neil Bath is a legend. How do you get rid of him? You promote him, then you get rid of him like the next year. Like anyway, keep moving.
And will not tolerate a loser. Americans play to win all the time. I wouldn't give a hoot in hell for a man who lost and laughed.
We're going to leave it there in regards to that particular situation, just so you can understand that particular clip, because that is where we're starting off with. We're starting off with that, right? We're starting off with that, because at the end of the day, when it comes down to like, obviously, yeah, the club is a sport. It's part of a sporting situation, right? But I'm saying in terms of, yeah, it's a business, but also it's a sport. It's what us fans love. It's a lot. Well, yeah, it's what we like. We watch it every weekend, and we support these players. Yeah, me. Obviously, I'm not saying that we can win. We should be winning every single game. That would be nice, but like at least show ambition. That is my key thing. If you can't show ambition, like I've seen before with the club, and you could go and say, yeah, but look at the infrastructure of the club now, that they've done this. Nah, you can't show ambition by getting rid of the youth and then buying new youth that haven't had game time. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, what baffles me is like, I, how are you saying, like, how are you sending David Washington on loan when we need a striker? Mark Hughes injured, Nicholas Jackson injured. This is the time of me recording this, that they're injured, right? And I'm like, this makes no sense. But anyway, let's keep it moving now, because I don't want to go off into a tangent. All right, so now we're going to ask when, hold on, let's see if I can put, hold on. Actually, when did the news break that Roman Abramovich was selling Chelsea? Get me, when? This was 2 years ago, but exactly when? I want to be careful with the clip that I'm using. I'll probably just go to the website instead. So the invasion of Abramovich shows MPs call for harder sanction on oligarchs. You see, maybe okay. Now I want to be careful with the platforms I'm going on. Anyway, let's do this instead. All right. Who forced Roman Abramovich to sell Chelsea? I want to go. All right, let's go to. I want to be careful, like I said. So basically, we just want to get like. All right, you know what? Let's do it this way. So this was the 26th of May 2022. All right. So look, it literally, the headline literally is how Abramovich was forced to sell Chelsea in full from grace. That's the headline. You know what I mean? That is literally the headline. You literally can't make that up. Anyway, so I'm gonna try and breathe through it. So this was on May 26th. This one is Rob Harris. Um, thinking of Ron Trump Harris. If you know, you know. All right, standing by the bar in a small Stafford hospitality suite was a figure who had not been spotted at the stadium in 3 years, Roman Abramovich, right? Last November, Chelsea owner was back in London at his English Premier League club to host the president of, I'm not going to say that word there, but hear me, because there's type of words there can get my channel, yeah, I'm not going to say the word there because I don't want to speak that into existence. There was no officer security entourage around the, and I'm not going to say that name there because, again, the irony, and I look at the TV and I see one of those particular words, billionaire and little fuss, just close associate Chelsea director Eugene Tenenbaum. Can't pronounce the name, I apologize. After making small talk, okay, listen, we don't really care about all that stuff. They're kind of nice still. I think the most important thing, really, yeah, is the fact of um, 3 months later. So then there was maybe a British visa to be gained after you do the application for renewal. All right. So 3 months later, Abramovich being replaced Chelsea owner by people fronted by American investor. Wait a minute. Okay, Roman Abramovich. So Abramovich offered Cosmo changes to ownership on the February 26th. All right, so this is what we need to do. We need to do, what year was this? Because we need to go from like literal chronological order and see what happened. Yeah. So if we go February, hold on, February 2022, Abramovich. See, look, look, that's that headline, bro. What do you want me? What do you do? Like, all right, so okay, I don't really want to go on this platform. They're fine. Abramovich hands over control. Uh, so English Football Club Russian owner says he's handing over stewardship of Premier League team to trustees of its charitable foundation. All right. Um, let's see, billionaire. I'm breezing through this, people. Don't mind me, don't mind me. Because, all right, boom, here we go. For Fabrizio Romano. Official statement by Roman Abramovich. I am today giving trustees Chelsea Charitable. Why not to go to the website in the first place? Chelsea Charitable Foundation, the stewardship and care of Chelsea Football Club. I believe they currently are the best positioned to look after the interests of the club's players and staff to fans. We need them now. I can't even lie. Anyway, ensure that we are successful as we can be today, as we build for the future while we are also playing a positive role in our communities. I have always taken decisions with the club's best interest at heart. I remain committed to these values. That is why I'm today giving trustees Chelsea Charitable Foundation the stewardship and care of Chelsea Football Club. I believe that currently they are the best position to look after the interests of the club, of the fans, the staff and fans. All right. So we know what it is here. I'm not even gonna say it. You know what I mean? I won't even say it. Get me? Makala Mudrik, you better come back and just, you know what I mean? Be the PR guy that you are. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it all at 100. They brought Mikhailo Mudrik because he is a PR boy. Listen. I'm saying exactly how it is. We all know we brought him because of PR, not because of his football skills. You know what I mean? It's not because of that. Now, would he have been doing well at Arsenal? Who knows? Maybe he would have. Maybe he wouldn't. Who knows? But yeah, I saw that as a PR move because anyway, I won't go too deep into it. I still rate him if he starts playing back again and you know what I mean, and he does good. So we now that answers my question about why did he need to sell. All right. So let's put now. My other question is, who? Where is it? Who was the candidates against candidates to buy? There you go. All right. Listen. These were the confirmed list. Yeah. Swiss billionaire Heinz Swiss linked up. Okay. With LA Dodgers coroner Todd Boehly, British businessman Jonathan Goldstein, and conservative peer Dale Frankenstein are also. You know when you just realize something in a moment, and I see someone like someone who's good at manipulating when it comes to business, and I see this, and the type of wait, hold on. Anyway, there was more people that was meant to be. All right, all right, we got this. Chelsea have at least 20 candidates to buy the club. Yeah, this is the 19th of March. All right, multiple candidates. Let's see who they are. Oh, they wrote it like this. I thought it was gonna be like a full-on list, Brad. All right, so Bernardo Antwi Basayako, um, Woody Johnson. The irony. I won't say anything else there. That's who I saw on TV. If you read that, you read that. I'm not gonna read his name out. I'm not gonna lie. It's just so ironic. And anyway, Mushin Barak, a Saudi media group, FL Partners, or a co-Broughton consortium, the Ricketts family, who I said I do not want at our club. I honestly said that. Who owned the Chicago Cubs, Nick Candy, um, Nick Candy, real estate agent, West Bowley Ghosty Consortium are all pushing to take over the highest bid, around 3 million euros, is reportedly led by a Saudi media group headed by Mohammed Al Karaji. A deal could be stuck in the coming weeks. So the funny thing is, there, everyone wanted this guy here. They wanted Saudi media. I say this guy. They wanted Saudi media. Everyone wanted Saudi media because I'm pretty sure Mohammed Al Karaji is. Hold on. Let me see. How could I might spell his name wrong. Yeah, I clearly spelled his name wrong. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I apologize if I spelled his name wrong. But do you see what I'm trying to say? Those are the candidates, right? And now I'm not being funny. Let's go back. Let's go back. I wanna see something, right? Because then they said it went down from that list to 5. Yeah. Let me see. These are. I wonder if I can pull up a list of names. See, look, I even remember hearing Lewis Hamilton and Serena Williams are going to buy the club. I was confused. And same with Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, I'm like, nah, get off. Lad, we don't want you at the club, right? Nah. But, um, yeah, and then even, what's his name was linked to the club, the one that's now part of Man United. And I'm like, nope, you support Man United, so go over there, bruv. Like, go over there. We don't need you, bruv. You know what I mean? Look, see, look. No, that's managers. But like, this is the whole point. I just feel like, let me just see if I can get full. I want it in a list form. Full. Let's see. I think. All right, list of confirmed bidders. I don't know if I can go to gold.com website. I want to, but I want to be very vigilant. All right, so all these cookies, bro. Man, trying to eat no cookies, bro. All right, so Nick Candy, Hana Financial Investment Company Limited and CMB Sports Limited, South Korea Company, Hana Investment Limited. All right, cool. Where is it? So yeah, pretty much the same names we're seeing, right? We're seeing the same names. The Ricketts family, Hans Lewis and Todd Whaley. So that's who we started with first. And I was like, who's this guy, bruv? Right? So and Whaley previously considered making a takeover from Hospital in 2014 through Kane Hoy Enterprises, a US private investment company of which one of the founders. I'm passionate about Chelsea and to the point of his sensitivity. I want owners who will invest but are insightful, use modern methods to keep our club on top of the world. Modern method. What do you mean by modern methods? So this person, that obviously now that Top Boy is one of the owners, does that mean this person is now part of the club? Does that mean like what are they doing to make sure that you know what I mean? We're staying on top. Because if your voice is not being heard, or your voice can't be heard because you don't have that much of a share to say anything, that's the problem. That's the problem. If you got to find a way to buy more shares into the club to own it outright, so you can seize control and make sure that the club go back in the right direction. Like what we doing here? You know what I mean? Like what are we genuinely doing here? Anyway, all right. So the next question I'm going to ask is why was hold on. Saudi, he was going to buy Chelsea. I want to say something real quick thing. Oh my day, it's too for me time to get off this. Let's get off this. I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna be quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go here, bro. I'm gonna go here. No, hold on. Let's. It's obviously not this, but.
Hello there.
All right, so I'm gonna put 2023 Chelsea list owners candidates. Candidates Saudi. Hold on. If only. If only. That would be interesting. I won't even lie to you. That would be interesting, but we all know that's not gonna happen. He's linked to he's taking over France, bro, basically. That's who he was waiting for. That's just facts. We're gonna have to expect it. What? I don't know where this is going at. I keep saying he's sat, but he hasn't been sat, man. What the hell is going on? Why can't I You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna waste no more time on this. I hope that's true, but we don't know. All right. Anyway, doesn't matter. What we do instead, yeah, is we just say, why did why was Todd Boehly? No, I need to no. Before I find that out, I need to figure out. Saudi bids for Chelsea 2023. 23. I'm at 22. Sorry. I wish. All right. So here's what I don't understand there. The Saudi bid for Chelsea felt as Birdie and Broughton groups were main front runners. Why were they the front runners? Why? Can we ask that question? Why was they the front runners? How did they fail? How did they fail? Someone answer me this question. How did the Saudis fail? How did they fail? How did they fail? Because this doesn't add up. You're telling me that, I'm not being funny. Look. You have to understand. I get it. Business is business. I get it. But if you're forcing the club to be sold, I'm pretty sure Roman Abramovich was like, you know what? Let's give it to the rightful people that would make sure that the club is continued to be run in the right way to make sure they continue to dominate and win trophies. Now, obviously, I get it. It's football. Sometimes you can't win trophies every single season, but we have done a good job, bar the past for 3 years since the ownership. Funny enough, that we have been winning trophies on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. You know what I mean? Like, it was only a matter of timing before we won the Premier League again. But then now we just seem so far off that we're back to being a mid-table, bro. If that. Like, I know you can't even tell me that we're too far advanced or anything like that. That's the whole point. You're supposed to exceed expectations. Exceed. But look, this is what I don't understand. Saudi Arabia Group submits 2.7 billion bid, 2.7 million bid for Chelsea. What do you mean you're turning that down? Bizarre Chelsea move backfires as whooping 200 bidders. That's $4.9 billion. I don't understand. I just don't understand this madness. This is madness to me. This is madness to me. This is madness to me. This doesn't make sense. How did, okay, look, Premier League starts on Chelsea, right? The Premier League said to be unlikely to block a Saudi media bid to try and take over Chelsea amid Boris Johnson's visit to the Middle East. And this is the thing, Boris Johnson, why is he involved? Why are you involved? I swear he's the Prime Minister at the time or something. Why was he involved, bruv? Just be a Prime Minister. Don't focus on other. If you want to bring good revenue to the team, obviously, good revenue to the country, you're going to need some outside investment, you know what I mean, to help boost the economy even further. Because if a Saudi was, if they, and I don't understand. I just don't understand, blood. What is this, bruv? What is this? I'm looking at this now, and I'm starting to realize how hold on. See, look, it even says here, Chelsea are expected to have either a British or American owners when Abramovich sells up, with a Saudi bid never materializing. The question is why? Why? What generally happened? Oh, you just don't like to see us win. Yeah, they just didn't want to see us win, and I'm pretty sure when it comes down to everything, I genuinely feel like we're gonna start to see we're gonna see oh man we're gonna see the real situation of why this happened, yeah, because like hang on, what was it? What was my question now? In fact, no, wait. I want to see something. Sorry. Let me hold on. Quick. I want to make sure I can get the name of this person, and we're gonna figure out something. Because I'm pretty sure I remember hearing that he was a Chelsea fan as well. Give me a second. Oh, I hate these websites sometimes, bruv. Didn't come here for that nonsense, man. I tried to go to their website to, you know, when in doubt, we ain't got no history. We go to their website. Don't know why on my other phone Gemini was coming up and shit. All right, all these pop-ups, bruv. Allow me. All right, so Saudi media, Saudi media in the media are all the biggest company in the region. In fact, I know 1 billion to a contrary to what their name might be. They claim to be very private, independent Saudi state, unlike Newcastle's United current ownership. All right, so here we go. So that means we're going to now ask who owns Saudi Media Group. We know about Freddie Adu. Like he was a cold player, bruv. But I don't think people understand. Anyway, this ain't about Freddie Adu right now. All right, so ownership and governance, majority owned by no, okay. Al Hali Capital Fund. Why did I? Anyway, let's keep moving. I thought they were owned by a particular individual, and then they supported Chelsea. I just thought that. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know where that came from. Um, but sometimes you could read things over the past few years, and then it may not be what you thought it was. Maybe it was just uh, 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 sometimes it could be someone else's post that be like, oh, they're a fan of Chelsea anyway, or whatever, and then you take on that idea and you think that it's that. But if that's not there, it's what it is. But still. Um, why did um why was Todd Boehly actually, you know what? Better yet, let's go to we want to go to the first interview, yeah? The first interview, hang on. Where is it? So I got a little distracted just realized Uncut Podcast and Free Shot to the Killer Podcast are live now. Where was I? Todd Boehly after buying Chelsea. All right, let's read this. There was something else before, um, but I don't think it was this. It was something. There was something else.
Would prefer to call it football, specifically at the Premier League in the UK. What appeals to you there?
Football's the biggest sport in the world. The passion.
See, look, hang on. You see this here? Top Boiler Consortium completes 4.25 billion takeover. What was the amount that the Saudi was offering? Wasn't it something similar? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, anyway.
For the activity and the sport and the teams is unparalleled. So when you start to think about, what you're trying to build with these teams is you're really trying to A, win, B, be part of the community. And the opportunity that we had with the Dodgers was really about a partnership with Los Angeles. How are we going to win? How are we going to drive championships? And how are we going to build passion? Right? So if you look at what the Premier League offers, it's all of those things. It's the highest quality play. It's the best players. You also have, a media market that's just really developing. So, one of the great things that Premier League has is that it's on Saturday morning in America. So you have an uncongested time slot that is now kind of fully dominated by Premier League, and NBC's done an amazing job bringing that content. I mean, when I was growing up, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, but certainly I didn't know about Man United. I didn't know about.
What's the full thing? I didn't know about Chelsea. What's the full thing, bruv? What's the full thing? Hey, what's the full thing? Say what you gotta say. Anyway, because there was another video. Where is it, man? There was another video. It was. I remember where he was. I'm gonna try. Oh, look at the time, and I've got. We might have to do a part 3. We might have to do a part 3. Let me see. Maybe, let's see. Probably this. Because I remember there was something he said there. I was very confused. I'm like,
So I want to switch gears here and promised you sports.
Yes.
We'll get to sports because
Let's
you were really a pioneer here. You're seeing more and more private equity executives, either on their own or through their funds, enter the sports world. From everything you've learned, let's talk about some of the teams that you have. What's the future of the Dodgers after owning it for this long?
I think we're scratching the surface on what the Dodgers can do. I think if I had to bet, the Dodgers will be the first team to hit $1 billion of revenue. I mean, I think we've got a global franchise. We've got some superstars that have amazing appeal. We've got a team that is competitive year in and year out. Right, every year we look at it and we roughly believe that we have somewhere between 18 and 22% chance to win the World Series. Right, so everything we can do, we're trying to figure out how do we improve the odds of winning the World Series. And, I think, unfortunately, if it weren't for injuries, you would be able to have a much more easy way to predict that. Injuries are just part of the game now, right? And you have to be able to handle how you think about depth, how you think about the quality of the players, and what they can do. Obviously, one of the things that Andrew Friedman, who runs the Dodgers for us on the sports side, he really focuses on how do we find players that have the ability to play multiple different roles. Right? We want utility guys who can play infield and outfield. We want guys.
And principle they apply to Chelsea Football Club. The same model. The same model. He's talking about LA Dodgers here, and I'm talking about like I'm just. You can't run a club like this. You can't run sports like this. Like he said, injuries happen. Injuries is part of the game. And like you can't, like in football, I don't know about baseball. I don't know about that, right? But I know for a fact in football, every player now and again, yes, you can play in several different positions. Yeah, like Felix. Yeah, he can play as a left winger, right winger, central attacking midfielder, and a forward. Yeah, or a force number 9. He can play in those roles. There's some players that can play as a centre attacking midfielder and a forward. That's more likely like Christopher and Cuckoo. And then you've got some players that are just only perfect in one position. For example, Noni Madueke, he's better as a right winger. Yeah, cool. Then you got like, so the thing is, I understand it because it makes more sense if players get injured, at least they can slot in when they need to be fitted in. You know what I mean? I get it. But some players are best in their rightful position. I'll give you a prime example. As much as I was roasting this guy, Axel Disaster, it's like when he does very badly is when he's playing as a right back. But when he excels, he's playing as a centre back. Do you get it? But they excel better when they have a better goalkeeper behind them. But that's another story. But he's saying about... Hey, let's keep it moving. Because I don't want to speak too long. There's one more video I want to play after this, and then we're going to do part 3 like another day.
Guys who can hit lefties and can hit righties. And, you're trying to figure out how do you build a portfolio of 25 players. And, of course, one of the things that we love about Ohtani, is he gives us a 26th player, right? When he's pitching and he's hitting, we actually have a 26-man roster. So, which is such a unique thing, right? I mean, no one's been able to do that since Babe Ruth. I think our global appeal with our global superstars is really going to be driving the demand. I mean, in Korea this year, we opened up this in Korea, and the amount of people who were hanging around trying to just see Ohtani, it's unlike anything I've ever seen.
What about Chelsea? Speaking of going global, when you got
Yeah,
into the
what about
Chelsea
Chelsea Football Club? Get me? He spent 2 minutes and 22 seconds on LA Dodgers. Let's not dodge any question when it comes to Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, but it was very interesting how he was talking about LA Dodgers and talking about the players, and like I said, the model of it is similar. It's similar. And when you think, if you look at the stats, look at it in part 3, yeah. When you look at the stats of, let's see how many championships they've won, or World Series. Don't know why they call it a World Series when it's literally just in America and it's just American baseball teams. But we move. But the reality is there, you have to look at the very fact that when it comes to sports, you cannot run them like they're I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's different if they weren't humans, but they're human beings, bro. Even AI makes mistakes now and again, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like humans are bound to make mistakes. In sports, humans are bound to get injured now and again, and their injuries could either improve them to another level, or it could decrease their level of output. Do you know what I mean? It's like even Reece James, he needs to find a way to make sure he doesn't pull another hamstring. So maybe him playing as a right wing back, maybe ain't his best bet anymore. Maybe he needs to just find a way to either just be a right back or a centre, or I won't say a centre back. Let's just say a defensive midfielder. I say, no, that's too much because it's too much of the running. My main concern is, when you're running at speed, because even I was watching the other game, and when Noni Madueke got injured, one of the former players that's a pundit was saying, and if there wasn't that much hamstring injuries in my day, and it's like, then he realized, Ronnie Madueke, the speed that he's running at, you know what I mean? So it makes sense when he said that. Like, okay, that makes sense. Again, so it's just finding the right position. Now, again, I know I kind of contradicted myself, but it's just about finding the right position that would suit his current situation, so he can stay like healthy and available. Because he's the captain. We're gonna need him. It's clear that we need him. Like, we need him on the pitch. We need him. Like, even more so today. Like, today, not even today. Now it's going to be more telling to see where his mindset is at. Yeah, I know he wants us to win. He's part of the. I think he's one of the last remaining players that has won the Champions League with Chelsea. I'm pretty sure he's one of the last remaining players. You know, so he's needed. His experience is needed. I remember when Thiago Silva left, and I was like, how is the back line going to be? Do you know what I mean? Colwell, like, Thiago did so well that he covered up for Colwell. I didn't even realize how much mistakes Colwell actually makes. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, keep it moving. Let's go.
Football club. Obviously, that was a very big moment for an American private equity titan to be getting into European sports leagues, certainly European football. Yet now Chelsea is being watched across America as well. What's the strategy?
There's very few brands that have the reach that Chelsea has. And Chelsea is you can see it and you feel it differently, because it means so much to so many people.
Yes,
and,
it does.
As I
it means
tell
a lot to us, to so many people. It does. It does. So move accordingly. You know what I mean? Move accordingly. Let's go.
When the good news is the bad news. It means so much to so many people. So when things are going well, everything is great. And when things aren't going as well, things aren't as great. But obviously our commitment is to win, right? We're here to win. And
you see me pausing on these moments. Our commitment is to win. We want to win. We're here to win. Okay, act like it. Act like it. You had the opportunity to buy Victor Osimhen. You fumbled. Look how much goals and assists he has so far this season with Galatasaray. Are you telling me that imagine Nicholas Jackson and Victor Osimhen in one side, but then you got Cole Palmer as well. Victor Osimhen, the assists, the amount of assists the amount of chances that Nicholas Jackson was creating or is creating, and the amount of chances that Cole Palmer is creating, and Ronnie Madueke, Jadon Sancho, all these players are creating at least 60% of them, and I'm saying this lightly, and yeah, it should be up to be higher, and I get that, but this is the Premier League. It's an unpredictable league. Yeah, let's keep it all the way 100. So I'm going to say 60 to 65% of those chances, Victor Osimhen will score. Yeah, so we have to look at the end of the day. If you want to win, you buy the best players. If you want to win, you get rid of certain players. Like, for example, like the same way Man City got rid of. Oh wow! I just realized something. AC Milan are eliminated from the Champions League. So maybe no. I still want. You don't send Felix on loan, right? You just don't do it. Obviously, it wasn't enough for him to. Anyway, let's get moving. Anyway, because I don't want to be on this thing for way too long.
And I think our perspective is how do we build something that has real staying power, like we've done with the Dodgers, and putting together that team that is very fluid and comes together. I think that's the first step. And I think putting together any team, whenever I put together any team, right, it just takes time. That's the only way to phrase it. And
okay, yeah, building a team does take time, and that is actual genuine facts. Genuine facts. But when you got a team that's already successful and already winning, one, you don't get rid of the manager that has been winning. Okay, yes, for the first couple of months, things weren't as great, but I'm pretty sure things were going to improve. they were going to improve under Thomas Tuchel. You cannot even you even used him to get Aubameyang, and then after you got Aubameyang, you said bye-bye to Thomas Tuchel. Why? And then who you replaced him with barely even played Aubameyang. Barely even played him. Barely, if any. I just don't understand the logic. You understand? It's and he's a good. Don't get me wrong, yeah. I know some players sometimes, in some cases, they can be past their best, but come on, man, you can't. Anyway, I'll be. I don't want to sound like I'm off. Let's keep moving.
And I think we feel very good about the pieces that we have together, the camaraderie that the players have, and what the future looks like.
The only thing I feel like they got right is they got right the replacement of Kante. That's one thing they definitely got right. Because I've always seen a pattern with Chelsea Football Club where we've had Claude Makelele. After Claude Makelele, it was technically Michael Essien and John Obi Mikel. He's that good, yeah. 2 players had to replace him. And then you have Kante. And then after Kante, you've got Caicedo. That's the only one they got right, replacing Kante with Caicedo. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Who else could I say? Do you know what I mean? Caicedo was a quality player. I mean, he's hot-headed, but excuse me, he will learn to calm down. Just comes with just that you can't effectively coach. That's just something he's gonna have to learn in game. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's hot-headed, bruv. But he's good. You know what I mean? Colwell is hot-headed too, but he's not as good as he thinks he is. At least not yet. But the reality is, but he's not someone that they brought. That's someone, you know what I mean? That's someone from the academy, but they made sure he signed a new deal. So that's good. But letting Ian Matson go was listen, at least Kukurea. Listen, let's keep moving.
What is your next big bet in sports?
So I think there's a lot of things going on globally, right? And what's the world has done as distribution costs have gone to zero. I mean, if you go back and you talk to Fox or Rupert Murdoch, and you think about what he did to build Fox, right? At that time, before you could buy the content, right? Before you could buy the intellectual property to broadcast on Fox, the infrastructure that he had to pay for was so massive, right? So just putting together the nodes that would allow for the broadcasting was hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. As technology has evolved, those costs have come down, which is why the IP costs have gone up, right? Because, of course, as the hardware costs go down, the soft costs continue to go up because the soft costs you can't replace. The intellectual property it's irreplaceable. Obviously, the technology costs going down. There's lots of ways to drive technology costs down and distribution costs down.
I was talking about I think I'm waffling. No, he's waffling.
But there's only one place to go for the intellectual property. So I think that we're going to start to see ongoing global expansion of these brands. I mean, basketball in Europe. What's going to happen to basketball in Europe? Europe has been an amazing place. If you look at the draft this year and you look at where players are likely to be coming from, there's more international players expected to go in the top 20 than there are U.S. players. So, I think these games are growing in demand. So how do you figure out how you position yourself to be, in these markets where there's demand, there's opportunity, and you want to be positioned to capitalize on it.
CVC, others, Redbird, they've considered putting billions of dollars into college sports. Would you consider putting similar dollars in?
I think college sports is on the precipice of major change. I think if you look at what college sports should be thinking about, right, there's a couple things right now that they're struggling with. One, NIL is the wild, wild west, right? So there's no standard, right? But in order to standardize NIL, there's going to have to be collective bargaining. So how do you figure out how to do collective bargaining in a system where it's very fragmented? Secondly, you have, this transfer.
Leave your answer in the comment section below. What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
portal, where, that again is the wild, wild west. So there's going to have to be some form of regulation, especially now that there's compensation, because this is going to change everything. I think we're in the early days and people really don't understand. But, I think one of the things that I'm part of a group and we're thinking a lot about, right, is how do you build a proper, league with maybe 10, maybe 12 divisions, maybe 6, maybe 8 teams per division, right? There's roughly 130 Division I schools. So how do you give them all the opportunity to compete, right? But of course, there's major brands that are going to want to make sure that if they're chipping in, that they get what they deserve because they're the brands that everyone's watching. So, in a perfect world, you have...
This. Obviously, he's talking about college sports, this, that, and the third, but I'm just thinking to myself, hang on, look at what's happening at Cobham, like the Chelsea Academy. I know he could be talking about basketball, college basketball. He could talk about college baseball. He could talk about American sports, this, that, and the third. But if we're talking about Chelsea Football Club as a whole, then my thing here is like, okay, what are you talking about, fam? You have just strayed the Chelsea Academy system. It was a very fine-tuned system where at the end of the day, we were churning out talent. You know what I mean? Not like on a conveyor belt, yeah? And you're seeing all these chocolates or whatever just coming. I say chocolate, no Diddy and that, but it's just one of those things where that's the first thing that came up to mind. And if you know about one of the Cadbury's, you would know about the conveyor belt thing, innit? That's what I'm saying. All right, so like, you see on the conveyor belt, like, we were just... The talent, whether they will enter into the Chelsea first team or not, it's besides the point. I mean, it would have been nice if most of them did try not to become in the first team, but some of them made it, some of them didn't, but some of them went on to another other teams and they're doing well there. You know what I mean? Like, so my thing is like listen, you know what I mean? Like I don't know too much about the Chelsea Academy back then. But there's something that Neil Bath and the rest of that team there was doing right. There was something they was doing right. Like mentally for the lads is very important. Very important. Because it felt like every one of them just seemed like they're level-headed. How do you stay level-headed knowing that the team that you're playing for is a very massive club that's winning successfully? Yeah. Like the first men's team, and then as youth, the team is consistently winning. How? Like how? And then even if you go on to the international side, for example, with England, let's use England as a prime example. The majority of them at one particular time were from the academy, from Chelsea Academy. So I'm like, bro, like even like when you think about it now, yeah. When they won, I think they won the under 21s. England won something. I forgot what it was. They won something, and that's when they I think I don't know who it was, but they basically, I think it was Noni Madueke. He said, "I'm gonna get Caldwell to sign that new deal." You know what I mean? He signed a new deal. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean it's things like that. You can't buy that, and obviously Noni Madueke is not Chelsea Academy, nor is Cole Palmer, but it's so ironic that these are young lads that have a bond with each other, and this is the issue. This is the issue I have with what Todd Boehly is saying. Right? Yes, you can invest in the young, this, that, and the third, but you have to make sure everything is right. That's why I'm like, okay, maybe them having a particular sporting director that was associated with Southampton but associated with Man City, maybe he was the right person. Right? But the other person who's associated with Brighton, nah, get out of it, bruv. Get out of it. At first I was saying let's get rid of both of them, but now thinking back, I'm like, if they recommended Romeo Lavia, cool. You know what I mean? Because Romeo Lavia is a good player. Yeah, he just needs to be injury-free. And then they're recommending Cole Palmer. That's a good, excellent signing to stick with that sporting director. That there should only be one sporting director, and that's it. Why do we have two? But we'll get into that in part 3, but let's keep moving.
You have 82 teams, 70 teams, 85 teams, something like that. You have a relegation and promotion element to it where the other teams can come up and compete. And you really start to think about how do you make it so it's truly national, right? And so I think there's a commitment, but there's obviously a lot of ingrained challenges in that because there's stakeholders that aren't interested in losing what they have today. So, but ultimately, I don't see how you're going to deal with NIL and you're going to deal with transfer portal and you're going to deal with collective bargaining without a proposition that's much more complete.
I'll be honest, I don't know what he said. I'm still struggling to figure out what he said. Can anyone tell me what he meant? Can anyone tell me? Like, oh look, now my battery and this is gone low. That's how long I've been on this. All right, so now I'm gonna go on to one more thing. Yeah, we're just gonna look at something real quick, and then after that, that will be the last thing on regards to this. Anyway, Burner Boy. What's Burner Boy trending, bruv? Anyway, there's so much going on with Chelsea. Anyway, if you hold on, can stomach this to the end and still not want blue call out. I hope it's still up. I genuinely hope it's still up. Yeah, here you go.
Should be the owners because they need to know that yes, they've come in, they've bought this football club. They've bought it in the sole purpose of what? Winning. They need to know that yes, they've
I shout out to John Obi McCart first, yeah. I don't like how he went at Jadon Sancho, yeah, but do you know what I mean? It is what it is. But this is what we need to. This is what I want to play, yeah, before we finish out of it, because this is very important, and I'm glad that John Obi Mikel is using his platform to genuinely speak and speak the real truth. Yeah, if the owners don't hear it, that's on them. Yeah, but I feel like there's more that needs to be done. Like, I understand the protest is going on, but we need to sign a petition. We need to sign a petition. We need to sign a proper petition. That's it. That's how it gets done.
the pressure always should be at the owners because they need to know that yes, they've come in, they've bought this football club. They've bought it in the sole purpose of what? Winning, being successful, not making profits, mate. No, not making profit. No. It's about winning. It's about winning trophies. Chelsea Football, if you buy Chelsea Football Club and thinking you are here to make profit, no, mate, you can fuck off.
Plain and simple. But it's so ironic, the clips that we watch with Todd Bailey, we still need to watch the one with Ed Pahali, and we still need to find out who are all the real owners of Blue Cob and Clear Lake and all these people here. And the thing is, we have to look in, like this one's going to say, this is part 2. Part 3, we'll dive even further. We go even deeper. I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be, but it seemed like this has gone off into a tangent. But the reality is, when it comes down to the football club itself, I just feel like as much as we watch those clips where Todd Bailey talking about winning and split that and third, show it with your action. That's all you need to do. Show it with your action. Otherwise, you're lying. You're lying. Why lie? Like, we can see it. And it's like, it's all good and like, maybe thinking, well, you can't do anything anyway. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. The fact that Joe Cole was speaking, the fact that John Obi Mikel was speaking, these are 2 former Chelsea players, 2 former Chelsea players speaking against the owners. You know what I mean? Speaking up against the owners.
You can fuck off because this club is about winning trophies.
But ultimately, what we're trying to build It's a long-term sustainable business that can accrete in value significantly. And that means a lot more than just winning or losing at the pitch. That's important.
Right.
As a brand, as a media property, as a team, as a club. But we're also trying to establish and build or put in place the right building blocks to have a great business, kind of in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. And a lot of the work that we're doing is behind the scenes trying to do.
For it, I think one, if done well, you could make money on.
And this is the thing. It's funny how they found these clips. I'm trying to figure out. I wonder if. Anyway, just keep moving. Let's go.
Each specific enterprise. I think what Jerry's done, Blitz, Ian, you guys have done. You bought well. You're going to make money on this specific investment. Two, if done right, if you use data, if you're thoughtful about this global market for talent and access to talent, that's not effectively done through a draft, an NFL draft or an NBA draft, or the extent.
You're talking about using data. Okay, you want to look at data. Look at soap score. In fact, look at the data where Chelsea Football Club are right on the table right now. How's that for data? Maybe if they knew that if you win the Premier League, you get more money, bruv. If you win the Premier League, the club gets more money. If you care that much about money, the club get more money. You get It's the same thing. Like, I know I'm going to compare it to music, but it's the same. In fact, I'm not compared to music, but it's like the more people understand. I mean, the more that these owners understand that it's better to start literally winning, not just winning games, but winning trophies, especially the Premier League, especially qualifying the Champions League and winning the Champions League. We already qualified some. Well, I won't say somehow. We're going to be playing the Club World Cup. The aim is to win that. Like, we're not just there for participation. The aim is to win it. What do you mean? The aim is to win it. I don't care what trophy we're in, competition. The aim should be to win. Do you understand? Like, irrespective of the injuries, irrespective of the players, the aim is to win. If you got the desire to win, ain't nobody. I'm not gonna say nobody can't stop you from winning, but your passion and your desire can take you far. Like, why do you think FA Cup magic exists? FA Cup magic exists because of that passion and desire. Didn't Plymouth knock out Liverpool in the FA Cup? Why? And you can't say it's because they never played Mo Salah. It's because they never played Trent Alexander-Arnold. Nah, blood. They had more passion and desire. Do you understand? Will they win the FA Cup? Who knows? It would be interesting if they did, though. But who knows? Anyway, let's keep it moving, man.
Extensive college or baseball farm system, which I would attribute as a multi-club effectively model. You can actually capture, acquire, retain, sign talent and monetize talent. So I think there's a talent, arbitrage opportunity that exists. And three, for an AC Milan or Chelsea, it's the perfect pathway, right, of developing talent, whereby you don't have to spend crazy money.
Okay, so is that the plan for João Felix? Knowing that he will come to Chelsea for 6 months and then let him do a bit well at AC Milan, and then we sell him for like 5 million, 10 million profit. Is that the plan? Because why you mentioning AC Milan for? Do you own AC Milan? I know we call Chelsea. I call it AC Milan another Chelsea Milan only because of the Chelsea connection prior to João Felix. But you know what I mean? Because Ribelos the Cheek is there, Tomori's there. Who else is there? Pulisic is there, and Tammy Abraham. Although he's on loan from Roma, he's there now as well. And Giroud as well. I believe I don't know if he still plays for them now, but he was there. So it's a Chelsea Milan. Man, let's go.
Money on payroll there's teams in the Premier League that spend 10% of what the top 5-6 teams spend on payroll. We hired a coach away from Brighton. We think they're one of the best runs teams in the Premier League.
See, this is the thing. Look, this is the problem. What is the Okay, so we discovered the obsession is they're the best run club team in the Premier League. That's who they think. Brighton, 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 Hove Albion, Brighton. Go buy Brighton then. Brighton. Now, what do you mean, Brighton? We discovered the best run club in the Premier League. Brighton. Are you kidding me? Look, Brighton. You heard it out of his own mouth. He said Brighton, not Man City, not Liverpool. In fact, if you're talking about top six as well, or you're talking about football in the Premier League, the best run club, as far as I'm seeing it, is between Man City and Liverpool. Despite the 115 charges with Man City, you can still say they're one of the best run clubs. You know what I'm saying? They invest well. Do you know what I mean? And whether they are going to be found guilty or not, we'll find out. If they're found guilty, then clearly they're not the best run club. But if they're found innocent, you know what I mean? Then they are the best run club. Call a spade, innit? You know what I mean? Call a spade. You know what I mean? So the thing is, like Liverpool, look at that. They didn't even spend. Wait. Leave an answer to the comment below for 2024 to 2025 season in summer. Who did they buy? Who did they buy? And look how they are dominating. Look how they're dominating. So you want to tell me that Brighton are the best run club? Nah, it seems as though. And look, now obviously their manager, Arne Slot, that's the best run club because they found a way to replace the manager without realizing that it's like Jurgen Klopp is in charge, but he's not in charge. Like, how do you explain that one? How do you explain that one? You're talking about the best run club. It's getting me irate just thinking about it. Like the best run club. If you want to emulate any other model, but why are you trying to emulate Brighton? So much so that now we are effectively becoming Brighton. All that's missing is the beach in London, bruv.
Founder owner is a sports game background. He spends 10% of the payroll, wins almost as much, right? And is a very stable mid-market, mid-table, very profitable.
Yeah, mid-table, very profitable club. You know why? Because they spend within their means. They invest very well into players that they need. They brought Caicedo for a small fee. They sold him for a super high fee, and they replaced him with someone else called Belieber for a very low fee. So of course they invest well. So yeah, good business, but they can do that. They're not expected to win the Premier League. They're not expected to win any trophies, and if they do, it is what it is. But the thing is, if you think about them saying they're mid-table, we are not supposed to be mid-table. I know by the time when I was supporting Chelsea, when I first started, we were actually mid-table. We were finishing fifth, sixth, whatever. But like after that, especially when Ranieri, I think it last season we finished second. You know what I mean? So you can't even we've been top four for a long time, minus the past 3 seasons. So now you ask me this: mid-table. Why are you trying to emulate a mid-table club? Yeah, what's that? Mid-table. Nah, stay away from me, bruh, about mid-table. This is what I'm trying to say. This is why I stopped supporting Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a winner, Brad. I'm a winner. And if you're a Chelsea fan, you're a winner too. It's in us to want to win. It should be in the players to want to win. Whoever comes to Chelsea and signs for Chelsea should want to win. And if the manager is getting told this XYZ, but we'll get into that in part 3, then the players should go against what the manager is saying and just play their game. You know what I mean? I reckon Reece James should just be like, you know what? I know what the manager's saying, but you guys, you man, you know what I mean? We need to win matches. We need to hit top 4. You know what I mean? We need to qualify for the Champions League. Forget what the manager says. I know we should respect the manager, which we should do. But the reality is, we are footballers. We come to this club. We aim to win. So let's do it. I don't care if the manager says we are exceeding expectations. You know what I mean? That's good. That's good that we're exceeding expectations. What do you mean?
Right. So I think if you apply some of that IP into developing talent, but keeping your talent, again, not subject to arbitration, certainly subject to free agency, but the model of contracts earlier based on players you've retained who have market value.
So why would you sign them 6, 7, 8 years and then you sell them within 6 months?
Probably in the third inning
to a year
of that of teams, leagues, all of us and others are looking at different markets, making bets in different markets. You mentioned, Todd, if they have an academy, they have a farm team in Uganda, right? So I think looking at Africa as a market with, just an untapped amount of talent close to Europe, time zone-wise, close to Europe.
Not gonna lie, that kind of sounded racist. It sounded very wrong. Because of how I view the head body now, do you know what I mean? It sounded a certain way. I will not even lie to you. It sounded a certain way. If he just said, listen, there's untapped markets, you know what I mean? Like that we're going to be invested in, and we're gonna develop a club over there and link it with the current Chelsea squad and make sure that they also get paid. They also get to play for the first team squad if they're good enough. You know what I mean? Like if he said that, then I'd be like, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. But to me, he just sounded like all you want is money. You just want to make money. That's all you want to do. You understand?
So Europe, I think, is interesting. And again, I think we're all kind of teetering at where the surface of where this is going to go. Clearly, I think our approach was it so happened. So because of a global conflict, Chelsea was available, and I think we thought we'd start.
Because of a global conflict, Chelsea was available.
And again, I think we're all kind of teetering at where the surface of where this is going to go. Clearly, I think our approach was it so happened. So because of a global conflict, Chelsea was available, and I think we thought we'd start with that. But I think what you've done with Blitz is not start with the large market club, and frankly build a nice network of clubs that have cohesion and to have some symmetry. Where we've seen it not work is when people are buying clubs randomly, largely because it's there and it's for sale. And
you know what this reminds me of? I remember there's a video I have here on TikTok. It should be on my other YouTube channel as well, yeah. And then basically, I don't even want to give this guy free promo, but he basically dissed Kendrick Lamar. He called out Kendrick Lamar's fans, basically. And then, after calling out Kendrick Lamar's fans, Kendrick mentioned it in a way in his album, yeah? He thought he was dissing him, but he wasn't dissing him. He didn't even mention his name. You know what I mean? He just mentioned the whole situation. And the way you know what I mean? And then, he says he's been saying some certain other things. I won't go into too much detail. And then, what he said, and then he didn't necessarily apologize. No, he didn't even apologize full stop. Like he doubled down, but like in another video on a different podcast, he basically next to you know what I mean? Ironically, the same person that Kendrick Lamar was also talking about as well in that song. And this one you could tell you're talking about that. You know what I mean? Because it was evident. But like, it's so ironic here. Like, he was basically, I think it's called a Freudian slip. That's exactly what he did in this as well. A Freudian slip. He brought Chelsea because it was available due to the conflict. It was available for sale due to the conflict. Listen, you see, once this, I don't want to talk about politics, but technically politics is involved. So it's like, the problem is, once this thing is over, like once it is over, I'm going to need, not even just once it's over, right now, I'm going to give, I need them to give Chelsea Football Club back to Roman Abramovich. Just give it back to him, yeah? And okay, you have Blue Coat own Strasbourg. Do you know what? I like that idea. Give him that as well. And the link with the Brazilian club and the scouts in Nigeria, give that to Roman Abramovich. Just stay away from football, European football. Just, you can do with American football. Get me? Look like Kansas Chiefs City need help. Get me? Patrick Mahomes had a mayor. Let's keep moving. Let's go.
And by the way, even those guys have made money on it. Folks who've done that. You know, but again, I think we're in the early days of it.
Definitely, I hope that the Premier League takes a little bit of a lesson from American sports and really starts to figure out, you know, why wouldn't we do a tournament, you know, with the bottom 4 teams? Why isn't there an all-star game? I mean, people are talking about more money for the pyramid. You know, MLB did their all-star game in LA this year. We made $200 million from, you know, a Monday and a Tuesday. You know, so, you know, I think you could do a North versus South, you know, all-star game for Premier League and fund whatever the pyramid needed very easily.
I didn't say that our target is top 4. The club never said me that the target is top 4. When I signed here and I joined this club, the target was in 2 years playing Champions League, not in 1 year.
I am here to win titles, I'm here to win games, and as a result to win titles. This is what I demand of myself, so why should we now say anything different, that we want to win in 5 years or in 2 years or in 3 years? I don't know what's then. Now is the time.
But listen, it's not about tactics, it's attitude. It's attitude. Like the attitude, the desire, the determination, the mentality. That's what Chelsea is. And every coach that sits here and tells you otherwise, like, they're just full of shit.
Want to run that back again, Emma Hayes? Let's run that back. Emma Hayes. Let's run that back.
It's not about tactics. It's attitude. It's attitude. Like the attitude, the desire, the determination, the mentality. That's what Chelsea is. And every coach that sits here and tells you otherwise, like, they're just full of shit.
You heard it from her, and guess who replaced her? And look at the stats. So they got that right. Get the men's squad right now. You know what I mean? Or just get out our club and just give. I would rather they just give Roman Abramovich back. Give Abramovich back to Chelsea. That's what I think. You know what I mean? That's what I think. But listen, I've been on it. Wow, 2 hours and 30 minutes. This is insane. Anyway, thank you for watching. Get me? I may be back on tomorrow. It depends. But shout you out. Get me? Because it's been a heavy topic I've been to talk about for the longest. And do you know what I mean? Like I said, I need to do part 3. I have to do part 3. Or maybe I'll do part 3 because we need to talk about the players that they brought and all that stuff there. Like, we're gonna go into this really thoroughly. All right. But anyway, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah. Oh, and also stay subscribed, by the way. Stay